What's up, guys? Welcome to Starting on Cinemas. That's Cinemas with an S. And today I'll be giving you my review. And before I go forward, you know how I said yesterday that tomorrow's review will be a surprise. The next 3 weeks for the Black History, the Black Lives Matter series, it is actually, I'm going to kind of put that on hold. This is kind of going to be part of that series. And it's kind of, okay, listen. What I'm trying to tell you is that for the next 3 weeks, including today, I will be commemorating Chadwick Boseman for his passing by reviewing all of his major motion pictures, all of his breakout movies. That includes 42, Get On Up, Marshall, and I will be doing a re-review of Black Panther. So today is 42. So before I begin, if you are new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment section below, and most importantly, watch. So, 42, the Jackie Robinson story. In 1946, Branch Rickey, legendary manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers, defies Major League Baseball's notorious color barrier by signing Jackie Robinson to the team. The heroic act puts both Rickey and Robinson in the firing line of the public, the press, and other players. Facing open racism from both sides, from many sides to be exact, Robinson demonstrates the true courage and admirable restraint by not reacting in kind and lets his undeniable talent silence the critics for him. Because like Branch Rickey said, I'm not looking for someone with the guts to fight back. I'm looking for someone with the guts to not fight back. Now, the story. This cinematic interpretation of Jackie Robinson's story is such an extraordinary and empowering thing to watch. Because you are not just looking at one of the greatest baseball players of all time, but also one of the strongest African-American figures who had to swim through a storm of racism in order to break a lot of records and to knock a lot of expectations and stereotypes out of the park. Whether you are watching 42 as a baseball fan or a lover of African-American history, it is such an unstoppable grand slam for audiences to witness, especially after Chadwick's passing, rest in peace. We get to properly see how Jackie went from ordinary small-town baseball player to being given a bold opportunity by Branch Rickey. I'll explain more of that in the next section. So, the characters. Again, I say, one of the most satisfying things about Jackie Robinson was that even though all of the racism, hate, and bigotry he received, he still managed to play at his best and to knock the balls out harder and faster than these people could get the words out their mouth. I'm really saying because Jackie, to begin with, he said he loves baseball and that he's going to play because this is what he loves to do. He has so much respect for himself that he'll respect himself out in the field, even if the people out there don't. And Mr. Rickey said that he hires him because he loves baseball, but we'll get more into that later. So, like I said, these series of movies, this next 3 weeks, like this week and then the next 3 weeks following, is me. Every Tuesday, I will be commemorating Chadwick Boseman for his major roles, the roles that rose him to prominence, including some of his takes on African-American figures. So for Jackie Robinson, Chadwick Boseman perfectly captured the anger and the frustration that Jackie had from the racism, but nevertheless had the persistence and the determination to get through it all. Now, of course, all credit is where credit is due for this legendary baseball player, and that is to Branch Rickey, Mr. Branch Rickey, played by Harrison Ford. One of the most crucial people in his journey to fame, Branch Rickey takes the leap of faith to cross all color borders in the MLB to allow Jackie to play. And it is not just because he's an excellent base stealer. I don't know if that's right. I don't watch baseball or play baseball. But if you do, if that's even a position, you can let me know in the comment section below. But to give a bigger playing field, literally a bigger playing field, to a Negro player. The exact cost of promoting Jackie to the major leagues is exactly what plays out. Like right off the bat, you know, back in the day, if they hire someone who's black, they're not gonna like it. They're not. They want to see everybody on that field look the same color. But like you said, don't matter if you're yellow, white, black, or got stripes on your skin, y'all are all playing on the same color field. Y'all all playing on the same green grass, the same brown sand. Doesn't matter. Now, it wasn't just racism from the people and the fans, but it was also from the towns, all of the towns that they played the games in, the press, the players, etc. But it is such a miracle to see somebody like Mr. Rickey give an African American an opportunity to become something more, to fight for something greater, and to be a light and inspiration to the world, especially in this generation, in this era, because a lot of white people didn't do that in this generation. A lot of white people didn't give black people the opportunity to rise. Like, he did this because he had faith. He was the biggest advocate Jackie had, because most of the things that they questioned him with, he always gave a good answer. Like, I want to restate one of his quotes about what will God say when you get to heaven, because he says, do you think God loves baseball? And he says, what does that mean? Well, when you get to heaven, God is going to ask you, why didn't you let Jackie play on that field? And he says, well, because he's black, he ain't going to accept that answer. So that was very good. But looking back on this movie after Chadwick's passing, I feel like his casting as Jackie Robinson is well deserved, because just like Jackie himself, Chadwick, he is a fighter. He is a player. He is a leader, and he is an inspiration now to this generation with all of the roles he's had for between Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, and T'Challa, the Black Panther. Each and every one of those roles has brought inspiration, and he's played them with authority and power. And that's just an amazing thing to see. It's a very distinct thing to witness. Rotten Tomatoes gives 42 a 42%, psych. He gives him an 80% score. 42 will help us remember to see Jackie Robinson just as much as we see Chadwick. Like, again, I say, we see the determination, the persistence, mental stamina, leadership, and heart. And it is also a story that will inspire others to go after a legacy to leave for other peoples to run 3 bases for. So for that, I will give it 9 SOs out of 10. It is an excellent film. It is an excellent biography. Feels like one of the more accurate biographies that I've seen. So that is my review on 42. You can let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And are you one of the few to watch Chadwick Boseman movies after his death in order to commemorate this extraordinary actor? Let me know. Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time with my next video. Bye.